BNSF-TV is in El Paso, Texas, with veteran conductor Joe Campos. Joe has seen major growth throughout the years. Growth is part of business success, but Joe is focusing on personal success. The former history teacher discusses what personal success means to him.
Personal success is being able to do your job efficiently with a minimum of any kind of conflicts or adversities, and make it from terminal to terminal. And that's the personal success. On a grander scale, it's being able to see that the railroads are contributing to the economy of the country in ways that other industries haven't been able to maintain or achieve. And that kind of makes it special in the transportation business because we have a live environment. So a successful railroad is a success.
Joe is thankful for the opportunity to work for the railroad.
The railroad is afforded a mode of living, a standard of living, that is far exceeded, especially in this area. I think the 2010 census indicated El Paso as the 20th largest city, over 100,000, and yet the median income for a family of four in this area is like $28,000, and that's greatly above poverty level. So for what we make, we're far exceeding that. So as far as that's concerned, it's a great job.
El Paso is a unique part of the Southwest Division. Joe shares a history lesson about the beloved border town.
There is a wealth of history, and so most people are just totally ignorant of. They don't know. I mean, you see, El Paso's a border town. It's an industrial town. It's a crossroads. It's a port. And by definition, it's a port. It's where people go through rather than where people stay, because it's all about transportation, from the border crossings all the way to the interstate system, highway system, the airports and railroads. It's all about going through. But there's been, because by definition it's a crossroads, you'll find sociologically that when you have two cultures in contact, for instance in this case Mexico and the United States, going back to the Greeks and Romans during when you had expansion during the empires, the meeting place where those two cultures connect, develop a third culture. In this case, it's what we call down here the frontera, the frontier. We have no more in common as El Paso is with Des Moines, Iowa, as a United States city, than Juarez does with Guadalajara, Mexico City. But we have everything in common with ourselves. We're a frontier area, and we have that richness of history. It just goes back to when Oñate first came up here in 1589, going to New Mexico, what was in what was called the Outer Lands, to create a new empire out of Mexico. From then on, you had the Camino Real, the Royal Road, and you had the Anglo settlers coming from the east, coming along the Butterfield Trail, and then Mormon Battalion, and all these others that came along coming from the east. And it was all about trade. It was all about expansion. It was all about moving and not letting things stop you. I think Sinclair Lewis said, in America, you can do anything you want as long as you don't block traffic. So that's what we're about. We try to do everything we can, just don't stop me from doing it, because that's where the trouble comes in. So that's what I appreciate more about El Paso. And I'm just sad it's only been the last 10 years that I really gained a full appreciation of this whole territory and the railroad's part of it.